So in this video, I'm going to be showing you probably the best alternative to buying Rode. How's it going, guys? Showay here for a video. First off, I'd like to say sorry it took so long for me to post again this week. As you guys know, I try to post like 2 to 3 videos a week on average. This week I only got up 1, and that was for a pretty dumb reason. I actually lost my main memory card that goes in this camera, so I had to buy a new one, and then I had to wait for it to show up. Of course, it only took 2 days to show up, but the problem was I thought I could find the memory card, so I wasted like 3 days looking for it before I finally was like, all right, like I just need to buy a new one. Because 20 bucks is 20 bucks, and I don't want to buy another 64 gig card unless I just have to. But I wanted to make sure that I got some more videos out, so if you would, hit the like button to support the channel. It means a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the meat of the video, and that is about a new onboard microphone that I've been using. So this onboard microphone is the MKE 200 by Sennheiser. You can see it looks pretty fancy on a camera here. This is kind of what it looks like on the back. I'm super surprised at how good this sounds. You know, I've used Sennheiser headphones over the years and they've been an amazing brand, and I just never thought about using their microphones. So this honestly was a nice surprise. What you're hearing now is a Rode VideoMicro. Over the past year, that's what I've been shooting the majority of my videos on. Unless you see a mic in front of me, that's gonna be like another Rode mic. But if it's an onboard camera like this one, I'm shooting with a Rode VideoMicro. It is a really good onboard microphone, but I wanted to find something that just fixed a couple of issues that this one had. So let me go ahead and show you the new one, and then we'll talk through some of the differences and why I like the Sennheiser better than I do the Rode microphone. So on my Sony ZV-1, this is going to be what it looks like. This is the Sennheiser MKE 200. The price point on this one is a little bit more at $200. Ooh, not 200. $100. You can see the form factor is a little smaller, and it's an all-in like design. It's not gonna be like the stabilization design, though we'll get in that in just a second. But the Rode VideoMicro, though, is only $69 in some cases, sometimes even cheaper than that, as low as like $48 to $58. But on Amazon, I think it's like sub 60 right now. So it's a little cheaper than this guy. Paying the extra $30 to $40 for this is definitely worth it. One thing that I want to point out, I'm gonna do a sound test for you here, just so you can hear the differences. I'm gonna hold them at the same length here. So what you want to do is listen to the sound quality. So right now you're going to be hearing the Rode VideoMicro, and now I'm playing the audio from the Sennheiser MKE 200. So you can tell they're very similar sound profiles, but there's some key differences that make the Sennheiser a little better in my opinion, and that is, so the design of this itself, if I'm behind it, you can still hear. So I recorded myself trying to give an example of what this sounds like behind it, but I didn't do a very good job of it. So I'm gonna do a better job by recording another clip to let you hear what it sounds like when you're behind this microphone. So I'm literally just gonna get up here and just gonna record this microphone, right? So I'm gonna turn around and show you the microphone. Wow, so this is the microphone I use for all of my YouTube videos. As you can hear too, the microphone that I'm using, the Sennheiser MKE 200, sounds really good even while I'm using it behind it. And this is one thing that makes the Sennheiser stand out to me above the Rode microphone. When you use the Rode microphone like that, it's just not as clear. Look it up, you'll see some of the differences. All right, let's go back to the main video. Another thing that I want to point out, and I'm just gonna flip this out and record this again, the Rode VideoMicro, the cool thing about it is it has this like shock mount, so it helps with vibration and stuff. But the other issue with it is it's also super wobbly. So you can see it just sits here and jiggles all the time, and that can be a huge pain and distracting and could make noises. There's hacks that you can find online on about how to resolve that, but it's just not as nice as having like an all metal design like this has. All metal design is just, it's perfect, it's small. One thing that you see also on here, you see this this little silver thing on the auxiliary cable, that's actually screwed in, so you don't have to worry about this coming undone. So you can see I've got it like wrapped around here and routed around the back of my camera, and it just looks super smooth and doesn't jiggle at all. It's perfect. So like I said, the sound quality, there's a little bit of a difference, you can tell, but it's not a significant difference. But when you're behind the camera, there is a very big difference in the way they sound. So that being said, if you're using something that's a vlog camera, you want something that's a little more low profile, and you're gonna be behind the camera a lot, the Sennheiser, in my opinion, is definitely something that you should look into. Or of course, you could be like me and just use both, and they have their specific purposes. Like, I plan on leaving my Rode VideoMicro on this like setup that I've got right here for my full frame camera, and then my on-the-go microphone is gonna be the Sennheiser. Another thing to think about too is just with the style, this is like a nice blue cable, and then you have like the all red on the Rode VideoMicro. So if you're looking to go a little bit more discreet, I feel like this is a lot easier to do with the blue. The red shock mount and then the red cable really pops, and it's really easy to see. So guys, I just want to kind of give you a little sound test so you could see the Rode VideoMicro versus what it sounds like with the Sennheiser, and then of course hearing behind the Sennheiser, which is one of the reasons why I got it myself. So of course I can't get behind the camera here because this is literally mounted to a wall right now, so I can't necessarily show you that with the Rode VideoMicro, but you'll find tons of reviews of the Rode VideoMicro, but I didn't see a lot about the Sennheiser. So that's why I wanted to make this video, was to kind of show you what the Sennheiser sounded like. So now you know what microphone I plan on using with my vlogs on my second channel, which you can find linked down below if you want to follow that. But also you can see I had a different type of like tripod that I was using it with. If you want to learn more about that, I would highly suggest checking out the video that I'm gonna link at the end of this one. It's called the Switch Pod, and I'm gonna be showing you a little bit more about the Switch Pod and kind of give you a review over that. So if you're interested in that, make sure to click the video at the end and check that out, as well as it's gonna be down in the description too. Guys, if you do like this video though, hit the like button. It helps out the channel tremendously, as well as if you wanna see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. I'm coming out with stuff like this sometimes 3 times a week. Of course, this week was a little bit of a slow week, and I'm getting there right at the end and only getting 2 up, but this is an off week for me. You can thank my memory card problem for that. But that being said, guys, thanks again. We'll see you next time on Shayway Tech.